Hello, hello. Is anyone on the call this
Hi,
evening?
Angel. I
Hey,
am
hey, lady. Who is this?
V.
Hey, V. Hey, lady. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Finishing up cleaning.
Listen, Linda. Don't it feel good though? Don't it feel
Yes,
good?
it
It
do. And I
it
have my candles lit. Had
yes,
sprayed my. You said spray your favorite room deodorizer. I
yes,
sprayed it. Everything looks clean. My mind is
yes.
clear now that everything is clean.
V, I'm telling you, listen, I really believe that cleaning my house was my first step to wealth. I really believe
Mhm.
that because when I was in all those people's houses when I used to have my cleaning business, and I would just be like, how do y'all live like this? Like, y'all don't even need me
Mhm.
here. Like, what do y'all do for a living? Why do y'all have 10 toilets? Like,
Yeah.
how are y'all affording this? And then here I am
Mhm.
cleaning it. And so I just thought, like, I don't have their money. But what I do have is I can go home and clean my house.
Right.
I
Right.
can
And I'm
start there.
Exactly. And I'm naturally like a neat freak cleaning and everything, but I
Yep.
do some deep cleaning. Like I went deep to the point I was
Yep.
scrubbing my balcony. That's how deep
Yep.
I went throughout the
Yep.
week. And it feels good.
Yep. Yep. It does. Oh, that is so awesome. That is so
Mhm.
awesome. Yay. I'm so excited. Who else is on the call with us this evening, this afternoon, whatever time of day it is?
Good afternoon. Charlene is here.
Hey, Charlene, how are you, lady?
I'm doing well. How are you? I'm so glad for
Alive
this
and I'm sorry, what
opportunity.
was that?
I said I'm so glad for this opportunity to hear your voice and to, see how this conference, how pretty much to get to know you and your how you do things, and to see firsthand the experience of the conference call, because I am interested in implementing it in my practice.
Ooh, good for you. Good for you. So how long have we been connected?
Not long. It's been about, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks that I've caught you via your inbox or on IG,
So
and
you've
so
only known me for 2 to 3 weeks and you here with us now?
yes, I
I
play
love
okay,
it.
and I'm in Baltimore. I'm in Baltimore County. So I was
What?
like, yeah. So I was like, I'm really trying to hit Angel up to get that, go for some coffee.
I just moved from Baltimore County. What part of Baltimore County?
I'm in the Windsor Mill area, right by Security Mall.
Wow. I say just moved. We've been here for like, I think this is going in our 10th year, but we lived in
Oh,
Owings Mills.
okay. Yeah.
And I went to Franklin High School. Did you
Wow.
did you go to school there?
No, no, no. I'm originally from New York City, the Bronx, and so
Got you.
um, I was like, you know, I'm trying to get that angel, trying to get that experience
I
to
understand.
um grow as a grow this practice. But I do
Mhm.
understand that it takes time, because
It
I've only
does.
been doing it in December. I do understand that, but it's one of those, did you do this? Are you doing this? Have
Mhm.
you? And that's what pretty much um, attracted me to you.
Mhm.
Uh, but I think what I came to understand that maybe the group would be the first point of contact to see
Mhm.
how I could work with you more.
That's awesome. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I really hope by the time you're done with me that you at least going to be teaching some classes. Tell her, V, she going to hear it over and over again. Conference calls are where it is at. Um, that it's how I built my business. It's one of the ways how I built my business doing actually free conference calls. and marketing myself that way. So I hope that you enjoy the conference call and that you decide to implement it into your business because it can become extremely profitable and beneficial to the people that you've been called to serve and help. You know, so that's
Yes,
awesome.
and I did purchase the conference call product on your website.
Yes, awesome, 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 perfect, perfect. You have the kit, don't you?
I don't have the kit. Like I said, I'm just trying to. It's like I'm not a part of your. I mean, I am now, but I'm not a part of your tribe. So I didn't go through. I'm already a coach. I haven't gone through your coaching, so it's like I don't know how to, when and how to catch you, or know the services that you provide. So I'll learn about it
Yes, yes, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. So and you here in Baltimore. I mean, dang. I'm so used to talking to people that are all over the country, and so to be able to talk to somebody that's right here in Baltimore is awesome. Who else is here with us this evening, this afternoon?
Hi, Angel. It's Sabrina.
Hey, Sabrina. Hey, lady. How you feeling this
Hey.
morning?
I'm good. Thank you for
Awesome.
inviting me to your membership, even though it was a little bit late, but I'm glad
Absolutely. And the reason why I did it is because we already work together. We already work together. We already, we know each other. We know a little something, something. So sometimes I will make those exceptions. So I'm so glad that you're here. I want to get started this afternoon with questions. Annie, before we get into our worksheets, I want to go around the virtual classroom and get any questions from you guys, anything that you guys are working on. Do you have any questions? Anything that you guys specifically wanted guidance on when you said Angel was opening up, I'm coming in here, right? So did anybody have any questions? And just like it's an open call, this call is not muted. So just say your name and then go ahead and share with us if you have any questions before we get started. All right, listen, no questions? Well, let's get ready. Let's get to work. All right. I love it. All right, so if you guys have your worksheets, you didn't necessarily have to download and print them out, but just as long as you guys can see them, what I wanted to do this entire month is I've told you guys before that April is one of my favorite months because that's when everything that looked dead last month is now coming alive, right? When you look outside, the trees are starting to bud and the flowers are starting to come up out of the ground. And to me, like I like to live how do I say it? I like to mimic my life according to nature, right? And so that's why I had us doing that cleaning, that, quote unquote spring cleaning, so we can spring up the things that we have been planting with our words, with our thoughts, with our deeds, and so when we make our atmosphere conducive to where we see ourselves going, that's when we can really start to see the things that we've been talking about and praying about really come to fruition. And it's funny because I picked this theme for this month because my husband often will make fun of me because I will go and buy some flowers, seeds. I actually got some upstairs that I'm going to plant later on today. And I don't necessarily read the directions. I'm like, look, it's seeds and dirt. That's all you need. I'm not reading all where you need to plant it at the sun, and because I've seen flowers literally growing through concrete. Right, a flower can grow through a crack in the concrete, and so in my mind, I always think you can prosper anywhere. Like you can bloom anywhere that you are. And that's really how I live my life. Like I do not leave my house without 2 books, without two books. I want you guys to write this down. One of my mentors said a long time ago, always carry two books with you, one that you're writing and one that you're reading. Two books, one that you're writing and one that you're reading. And so I always have a book with me. If we're at a stoplight or in traffic, I can read. If I go to the doctor's, I'm in the doctor's office. Like, I waste no time when it comes to my life, right? Because I realize that, y'all, we here today, gone tomorrow. I'm like listening to DMX, like I cannot believe, like trying to wrap my mind around such a gift that is just gone, right? And so we really have to be mindful that our days are numbered. Our days are numbered, and we don't know the hour nor the time when God is going to call us home. And so that is why I literally live my life by blooming and prospering right where I am. If I, like somebody said to me the other day, they don't have a meditation room. I didn't have a meditation room either. I started with actually I started in my bathroom. That's where I really started. I started in my bathroom, and then I made a table, and then I now have a meditation room. Like, you got to start somewhere. And this is what I really wanted to stress to you guys, to you ladies today, that wherever you are is good enough. Wherever you are is right where you're supposed to be, and wherever you are, you can create something absolutely amazing. And being mindful, I love how, please forgive me, tell me your name again from Baltimore. Was it Sharice?
Charlene.
Charlene. Yes, when
Yeah.
Charlene said she understands that it's going to take time. I love when people understand that, because that makes my job so much easier. Because a lot of people think that they're going to just blow up overnight, and you are not unless you do, right? I always like to say I'm the incurable optimistic, like Dr. Phil. You will not blow up overnight unless you do. So knowing that things are going to take time. When I first started on the internet, I did not make my first sale until I was like almost, I want to say close to 3 years. Maybe like a year and a half, or maybe close to 2, but I'm going to say, to be safe, it took me approximately 3 years before I made my first sale online. Now, I do believe that I could have done it sooner if I was working with a coach that could help me package and position myself. But I did not have the money at that time to invest in myself, so I did like many of us do. I was on YouTube University every single day, learning as much as I possibly could and prospering right where I was planted. If I didn't have the money, cool, I'll watch a YouTube video and I'll make it do what it does with what I have. So I want you guys to really take inventory of what you have, not just your physical possessions, but your mental capacity, like taking stock of inventory of your knowledge, the things that you've been through in your life, the information, the wisdom that you have to be able to share with other people. That is valuable. It's extremely valuable. So I want us to all understand and know that right where we are is exactly where we're supposed to be, and we can bloom and prosper right here where we are. So on the first page, y'all know I love me an acronym. Okay, give me a word and I can teach a class around it as long as it makes sense. So for the first letter is believe. In blooming is your belief system. And I want you guys, if you guys haven't done so already, if I can get a volunteer, if anybody wants to go over this worksheet with me and just answer the question, is your dominant conversation with yourself mostly positive or negative? You guys, when you really answer these questions, you're collecting data, right? You're collecting data about you. This is valuable information that will get you, quote unquote, unstuck. A lot of people feel stuck, and it's not that they're stuck, they're just not making a decision, right? And so they haven't made the decision whether they're going to believe in themselves or whether they're not going to believe in themselves. So really asking yourself, what is your dominant conversation with yourself? Is it mostly positive or mostly negative? Or do you have days? Do you have days where it's mostly positive or mostly negative. The next one, do you have written goals? Answering these questions honestly to yourself, for yourself, is going to benefit you and really help you prosper right where you are planted. Do you take action every single day towards what you say you want to have, do, or be? This is all looking ourselves in the mirror, ladies. That's what this is all about. Are the people that you spend the most of your time with dreamers, doers, and finishers? This is big. This is not a cliche when people say you will be like the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. I listen, if that thing ain't the truest statement ever, it is so real. Like, it's funny to me because I look at some of the things that my husband does now that he's home. Now that he's home full time with me, he's starting to mimic me. He's starting to do some of the things that I do, working out, doing meditation. Well, we do meditation, but not as consistent. I do my meditation more consistently, way more than he does. But he started to join me, and it's like it's cool to see. But it's just so real. You will notice that the people that you spend the most of your time with, and I'm telling you, I don't care if it's your mother, your sister, your aunt, your cousin. Sometimes we really have to make those really, really hard decisions. And it's not necessarily about cutting them off and never talking to them again, per se, right? It's just about limiting your time with them. I posted in the group today that my sister and I started speaking again. And my sister and I, like, if we were not sisters, we wouldn't be friends. I'm going to say that again. If my sister and I were not sisters, we would not be friends. We're not like-minded. We don't, Scripture tells you be around like-minded people. We are not so like-minded. It feels good to have that communication line open with her again because she is my sister, but I don't spend a lot of time with her, right? Because of the conversation that she has. Same with my mother. I hate to say it because I know not all of us have our parents still alive with us, but it's very important. You're living for you, right? You're not living to make other people happy. You have an assignment on your life that needs to be fulfilled. And so that's very, very important. When I first started my personal development journey, I knew that my girlfriends, my good girlfriends that I was hanging with, they were just like me, up to no good. And I just started praying that God would start to release those people out of my life. And I'm telling you, one by one, they literally just started to fall off. And a story for another day, I'll tell you exactly how one of them fell off. It was just so strange. But anyway, do you spend at least 30 minutes a day in personal development? Listen, we know that Scripture tells us to renew our minds daily. I mean, when you read that Scripture, to renew your mind every single day, and then when you think about what you go through in the course of a day, you understand why God commands us to renew your mind every single day, and spending at least 30 minutes, and this can be done in your car, listening to an audio book, reading, listening to an audiobook while you're cleaning your house, or whatever. The next one and the last one is, how often do you invest financially into your dreams and goals? This is something that I want to talk about for a couple minutes, about investing in your dreams and goals. Now, all of us are at different financial levels, right? All of us. And I know that a lot of times people feel like, okay, I'm going to buy this course, and this course is $2,000. I'm going to invest in this course, and after I get this course, my business is going to skyrocket. I'm going to make 6 figures in the next 30 days, right? Now, when someone spends $2,000 on a course, to the average person who is not an entrepreneur and not entrepreneur mindset, and which is a lot of people that I work with, because a lot of people do still have full-time jobs, and that is a different mindset than it is being an entrepreneur. So being an entrepreneur, I always like to equate it back to my store. When I was in my boutique, I went to New York several times. I would go back and forth to New York to buy purses and clothes, and everything that I didn't make in my store basically came from New York or China. And so I would go there every month, sometimes twice a month. And I'm putting money into my business every couple weeks. And so for that person that thinks, oh, I just spent $2,000 on this course, like I'm good for the duration of my business, you're not. It is a continuous thing. You have to continue to invest in your business, into coaches, into programs, into products, into services. This is a business. Just imagine, when I get coaches that tell me, I've invested so much money into my business and I haven't really seen a profit yet. Number one, the program that you guys invest in is only going to work if you work it. That's it. It's only going to work if you work it. So just being mindful that you're in business as an entrepreneur, there is going to be money that you're going to be investing every single month into your business. I invest every single month into my business. You guys are in my membership group. I'm in a membership group with my coach. I actually have two membership groups. You guys are in my beginner membership group, and I have another membership group as well. And so investing into your business is if you want to be in business, just like y'all go to work every single day and it's like, okay, I need some new clothes. Let me go shopping. Let me get some new clothes. I done wore this 4 times. Everybody saw these shoes. Let me go get a new purse. Let me go get my hair done. You're investing in yourself while you're at work. So it's the same thing inside of your business. Now, I want to open up. Did anybody answer any of these questions, or does anybody want some coaching around any of these questions? And just say your name so we know who you are.
Hi, Angel. My name is Shaniqua.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, lady.
How are you?
Alive and well, thank you.
Good. So I did answer the questions. Do you want me to just give you my answers?
Yes,
for each one?
yes. Yep.
So the first one, mostly positive.
Ooh,
do I have my goals written down? Typically, I do write them down, okay? But this month, I did not write them down, and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you that I didn't write them down this month because I haven't hit them for the past, 2 months. So, I'll write down a goal, and, I have a goal in mind and how I'm going to reach the goal, but I don't reach the goal. So this month, I say, I'm not going to write these goals, and I'm being honest with you and saying that I don't have them written down.
Wait, stop right there. No. Here's the thing. Stop right there. I want to encourage you to keep writing them, even if they're the same ones, because here's what happened, Shaniqua, and everybody else listening. Do y'all remember, I don't know if it was just me, but when you were talking in class and the teacher told you to stop talking and you didn't listen, and then she said, okay, go to the board and write 20 times, I will not talk in class, I will not talk in class, I will not talk in class. That was so it can get cemented into your mind, into your subconscious mind. So write those goals down, even if they have. Still write them down, because what's going to happen, Shaniqua, is it's going to keep coming to your mind. It's going to keep coming to your mind, and your mind is going to start to receive little inspirational ideas on how to accomplish those goals. Don't stop writing them down, even if you haven't done them. I don't care. Just keep writing them down. Yep.
I will. And I actually have your planner, so I was using that, and I'll start back using it. But the next question, I do take action every day towards what I say I want to be, have, and do. Are the people that you spend the most time with dreamers? The people that I spend the most time with are my kids and my husband. I will say that my husband is. He's great. 30 minutes on personal development, yes, I do every day, whether that's with my scripture or reading a book. I'm reading She's Still in There right now, so I'm reading that every day. And then I spend a lot of time on your lives or replays as well. I've been going back watching those videos lately. So yes, I would say yes to that. And How often do I invest financially into my dream and goals? Um, Over the past like 6 months, I would say I've invested like every other month into
Yeah.
something, whether it's like a large purchase or it's
Yeah.
like a course, like a $47 course or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
So I would say that I invest like every other month lately.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Did you have any questions around any of that?
I didn't have any questions, but I am going to go back to writing the goals. I was
Yeah.
a little bit hesitant to write that down as my answer, but I wanted to be truthful.
Yep.
So I appreciate your coaching around that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that's beautiful. Anybody else?
Hi, this is
Anybody?
Charlene. I'd like to
Ye-
go.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, I'm a student at heart, so
I love it.
so when I'm around master teachers or the people in authority and leadership on a particular issue, I waste no time
I hear
when
you.
there is a pour available. And so I first want to say thank you so much for having a true Christian perspective, theoretical framework from which you base all of your work upon. I really appreciate that. And that's one of the reasons why I sought you out.
Wow.
There's a lot of people that are talking emotion and mental wellness, but it's from an abstract perspective. And honestly speaking, I'm not sure about the source of their information. And so that's really important to me, and to know that when I open myself to receive a pour, that there is a connection and we are walking in agreement with regards to the source of information. So I will preface that. But, primarily, I try to think I think optimistically.
Ooh, wait a minute. I love a self-corrector. She said I tried. No, wait a minute. Oh, I love it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I love when people self-correct their words.
I like to think optimistically.
Mhm.
Now, as it relates to my goals, I was like, you know what? I'm a thinker, so do I write my goals down? Not necessarily, but do I accomplish my goals? Because my niche is work-life management for professional moms and caretakers. I do know what my goals are. And one of my goals was meeting you, so I've accomplished.
Wow.
And doing the investment, like you said, because I made to me, what was the largest? That's not true because I got 3 degrees. But to me, I made an investment.
Wow, you said you got 3 degrees?
Yes, ma'am.
In what?
Wait. Let's focus on. I'll tell you in just a bit. But
I know. I just hear degree. I'm like, woo, that's a lot of work.
Right. But as far as my coaching practice is concerned, I made what was a very large investment in December, and it has paid off. I did finish a 6-week self-worth intensive.
Wow.
That I did. I do challenges. I've done 1, 2, 3 challenges, 1 workshop on my coaching journey. The self-worth intensive, I did have to repent because I was a little bit too quick to the draw, and so half of that money has to go to a charity. But anyway, I plan on launching October, and so what I do now is post, work on the live, listening to you about doing lives anyway, and what else? And doing workshops. Now, as it relates to what kind of people you hang around, when you were reading it, and I'm walking, by the way, accomplishing one of my 30-minute activities.
I love it.
When I just started this because I was like, I got to get ready for Angel.
I gotta get ready for you. But anyway, when you talked about the what kind of people you hang around,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, you know what? One of the things that I have learned that there is a place for all of them. So I hang around all of them depending upon what I need.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? The dreamers are wonderful visionaries. So if I have an idea but I don't have a vision, I go to a dreamer. You see what I'm saying? And I go to each person for what I need. And when it's time to actualize it, I go to that person. All right, how we gonna do? How can I do this? So I think they're all necessary. I think I answered all of your questions, if I'm not mistaken. Activities. I do a lot every day. But as far as, for example, Holy Week and now it's fasting and prayer, reading scriptures, scriptural books, scriptural, really beefing up on my spiritual. But then there are times that I have to beef up on my topic of interest because I am creating a proposal to have my topic of interest, which is work-life balance or work-life management, an actual class at the university that I teach. So I'm doing that. But back to the 3 degrees. I have a degree in social work from Morgan State University.
Oh, awesome.
A master's degree in clinical social work from Smith College and a doctorate in human and organizational learning from George Washington University. Yes.
Wow.
This Bronx chick. Thanks for letting me share.
Wow. Wow, Charlene, thank you. Wow, that's powerful.
And I can't wait for you to get yours.
Wow. To get my what? What am I getting?
Whatever you're getting. Whatever you're supposed to be getting. Girl.
I hope it don't have to do with school because I ain't showing up.
I know. You said you don't like school. But you a teacher. You a bona fide, straight up, fivefold ministry. You a teacher.
Well, I don't know what I would go to school for. What would I go to school for?
Counseling.
I cannot be a counselor. Whew, my patience. Nope.
What is coaching?
Coaching is not counseling. Coaching is moving forward. Counseling is talking about y'all past. I can't do that.
but I just want to say that there are theoretical perspectives that focus on like solution-focused therapy and stuff like that. So conversation for another time. There's other people on the line. Thank you for letting me share.
Absolutely, Charlene. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else want to share? Anybody else want to share?
Angel, this is Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. I was wondering, is Keisha here today?
Yes, I am. I'm not at work, but I am not at home either. So, and I don't have the form printed out with me. So I did take notes out. Hopefully, I can answer the question. So you said, is your conversation, is your dominant conversation positive or negative? Mm-hmm. So my dominant conversation is positive.
Oh.
So, but it is, it's work.
Yeah.
Mindset. It is, daily, continuously, whether it be, your reading of your scriptures, whether it be reading of self-help books, whatever it is, classes you're taking, it is work. It's, doing that because you're, throughout your day, you're going through so much, you're influenced by so many different things. So keeping that positive mindset and that conversation, I love to talk to myself. So I can talk to Keisha all day. So keeping that mindset
I know
positive.
that's right. Wait a minute, Keisha. You can't just say that and run. Hold on. Wait a minute. She said, I love talking to myself. I can talk to Keisha all day. That is a listen. Ugh.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because it's just, having that conversation, about different things, and just of late realizing so many things that I had compartmentalized. I think we talked about this before too on one of our calls of, blocking things out. So just being more intentional about that and having that conversation, staying positive, and just, learning, just continuously developing and learning. The other one, it says, do you have written goals? Yes. So I had written down go live, teach more, and meditate more than once, because, we do the meditation in the morning, but adding meditation more at night prior to me going to bed. So what I did this week, Angel, I went live 3 times.
Wow.
So I didn't save the video because, this is another conversation we had once before, is getting used to my voice.
Yep.
It just seems like, when you go live or you're talking, I don't know, it's just getting comfortable with my voice. Like talking now, I'm fine with it. But going live, I don't know what triggers it, but it's the voice.
Do you mean like listening to it back? Is it listening to watching it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I think that, wait a minute, Keisha, let me say this. I used to feel like that too. When I first started doing my YouTube videos, it would make me cringe to because I got to watch it because I'm editing it. But you know what? That is the enemy. That is nothing but the enemy.
Yes.
That is nothing but the enemy. And also too, I don't know, if you're, if it's almost like it's such a familiar voice, it's almost annoying.
Yeah, right, because I do the videos and before, yes.
It's, and I hate to say this, but this is so true. So y'all know I love my husband. I love my husband to pieces, okay? When my husband is talking and then, say if we have company over, his cousins will come over, and they're all so smart, as far as construction is concerned, and his one cousin, he hunts a lot. And so when they're talking, I'm more tuned into what they're saying than what my husband is saying in that moment. I want to hear them more than I want to hear my husband, because I'm like, Doug, I hear you all the time. Let me hear them. And I don't know. I feel like I got that revelation one day. My pastor said that, when a guest preacher comes to speak, we'll be all amen and amen. He'll say, I said the same thing last week, but y'all so used to my voice.
So true, yes.
And so I think that we're used to our own voice, and it's kind of like, oh, my gosh, let me get this over with. But anyway, that's what it is, and we got to hear it, so that's what it is.
Yeah. So I did that. On Monday, I went live, and I talked about my freebie that I uploaded, and I went and discussed it. And then also I mentioned about the 5-week challenge that we talked about on the last call. Well, no, I missed the last call. The last call before that I was going to be starting that in May. So I'm going to be doing more, going live to talk about that, bring awareness to it so I can have people show up. And if no one shows up, that's fine. Like you said, we have to start somewhere. So I do have that. The meditation, like I said, incorporating more meditation and the teaching classes. So what I did was at night, I did 2 classes, and it was called Who's Up Late with Keisha. And, the book, and then the book that you recommended, the 1 Minute Businesswoman Devotional.
Yep.
So I read from that 2 nights, and I did have some people show up. So it was good because I read that at night along with Positive Thinking by Justin Albert. I read that, and of course, my scripture before I go to bed.
Yeah.
So I did that. So it felt good. I got comfortable. But what helped me, and I remember you spoke about this before, is I put a candle on and I turned my phone to the candle, and I just read. I had played some soothing meditation music before, and then just read from the 1 Minute Devotional. It wasn't long, but that's what I did. And so I'll be doing that again. I'm going to do one tonight, and I'll be doing that next week, and I'll continue to do that. And the other, what is the other question? Do you take action every single day? Yes.
Yes,
I try to take action every single day on something that is beneficial, that is geared towards my business, because I work so many hours. I still try to put in action, either with the credit side of my business or the life coaching every day. Was the question, do you hang around dreamers? I'm sorry, what was that question about dreamers?
Are the people that you spend most of your time with dreamers, doers, and finishers? Yep.
Yes. So I'm a big dreamer. I've always, since I was a young girl, just always had these big dreams. And the people that I hang around with, I have like a cousin that is a, entrepreneur, dreamer, that I, become really extremely close with. So that's helped. But prior to that, no, because I, have always dreamed, and unfortunately, I just didn't have, a group of friends that were dreamers like that. So, but I've taken that on with my family member that I have, and I believe that was it. Or am I missing something?
The 30 minutes a day, you did that, And then how often do you invest financially?
Okay, so thank you for reminding me on that. Mm-hmm. So, as you know, I left my job of 25 years during the pandemic last year. We talked about that before. And I can honestly say that starting with leaving my job and the pandemic is the most I've ever invested in myself.
Wow.
From August of last year to now. So I've completely invested in taking courses, in this membership group monthly. I have another academy that I'm in that I invested. I've never invested this much in myself because I just prior, being a mother, my investment and things that I did was in my son, So, but now I'm focused. That's something that I will always do is invest in me, invest in Keisha. And I wish I would have did it. That's the past before. I'm doing it now. So that's what counts. That I'm doing it now. So I just don't want to leave this earth, and we've talked about this as well, with, being that grave site of dreams buried, of not, walking in my purpose, not accomplishing. If I had a fear, that's the one. And I do not. So I'm working towards making sure I live the life that God, no matter what age I am, I'll be 49, I don't care. I'm going to live it before I leave this earth. So that's it.
Keisha, I can listen to you talk all day. There is such an anointing on your life. No, I'm serious, and I've said this before. There is such an anointing on your life. I love it. I love it.
Thank you, Angel.
You're so sweet. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Anybody else want to share? Anybody else want to share? Anybody else want have any coaching around your belief system, which you really, really believe? All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the second page. This is really, really, really where I wanna get down. Okay, being a leader. How many of us are comfortable being leaders? Are you really comfortable that people look at you, look to you, look for you, search for, ask you questions, send you emails, DM you? Because leadership is very rewarding. However, it's also very taxing at the same time. And so what makes a person a leader, in my opinion, is someone that's just not afraid to be the one that steps out of the crowd and goes and does your own thing, and not really concern yourself with the opinions of other people, really honing in on your communication with God so you can hear what He's speaking to you and you confidently walk in that direction. To me, that's a leader. So really writing down your attributes, what makes you a leader, really having that written down can be beneficial to you. What is the niche that you have chosen to lead in, and what do you help your clients do? And I want you guys to pay attention to, I said, what is the niche that you have chosen? It is a choice, everybody. It is a choice. It is not some mystical message that you're going to receive from the sky. It is what you choose to do. And then do you often get ideas on exactly how you can serve your clients? And if yes, list those ideas below. Does anybody want to share anything off of this page on being a leader? Anybody want to share? Especially, or more specifically, around your niche. Is everybody clear on your target audience that you have chosen?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is that? I'm sorry.
Yes. This is Charlene, but I'll wait. I can wait.
Oh no, were you?
Answer your question.
Oh, okay. Did you have a question around your niche?
Yes. Well, not so much around my niche. I'm clear on my niche, which is I help professional moms who are stressed by work life, uh, who are stressed with work and life, experience work life harmony. I'm clear on that.
And what do you help them do?
I help them experience work life harmony. So I help them become unstressed by experience. I help them combat that by experience work life harmony. And I have a whole program. Well, I have a whole system, whatever. But my leadership area would be work-life management.
Mhm.
Some people say work-life balance. I don't believe in work-life balance because there's no such thing as anything being 50-50. It's work-life management. So I want to be a leader in that. But here's the thing, Ms. Angel, is that it is it's the backside or the business side of coaching that I really want to begin to understand. You know, you do the videos. I want to know. I mean, I have an iPhone, but I would like to know how to edit, right? How to take out one piece or take out pieces and combine them with another piece. You know, make an intro, make an outro, and then that side of coaching where when the time comes where one has their goals, their goals for how much money they want to bring in. Everything is not about money, but to begin to, I think you understand what I'm saying. Like, I would like to acquire this many clients, or I don't know, receive feedback. I don't know how to properly word it because this is new for me. But that's what I'm really interested in. So the question would be, how do I learn the business side or the backside of coaching?
Okay, that's a good question. So I am posting right now inside of the group the actual what is it? My video that I have on YouTube on how to edit your YouTube videos. So I am going to post that. That's one question answered. You said how do you edit your videos? And so is more so your question like what's entailed in the back end? Is that what you mean? Like what's entailed? What do you need on the back end?
I'm not sure what my question is regarding this area because I'm not a coach, but I know like I haven't seen you do this, thank God, but those 50 million letters, why do people engage like that? You know, the marketing piece.
So it's the marketing piece. Wait, what did you just say about the letters? What was that about? What did you say about that?
The 50 million letters. I'm glad you don't do it.
Wait, what do you mean by that, though? Are you talking about the newsletters?
Not the newsletters. Like, you know, it's a lead magnet, pretty much. You know, I have this video, sign up for this video, and then when you sign up for the video, you get daily letters. And I'm not looking to receive that.
Got you. I see what you're saying. So you're talking about the more intricate sales funnels. Is that what you're talking?
Okay.
Like if you see a video on YouTube,
you would have to tell me, right? At this point, you would have to tell me what I'm talking about because I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to gain clarity. So is it like when you
ma'am.
see a video on YouTube and it's like they're advertising something and then you click it and give them your email and then they send you through a sequence of videos and stuff like that?
Right. So how to get to the point where I do that, how to get to the point where, you know, where you sign up for, you do an email, you do a video, and it's just a snippet of your digital product. And I think that might be called a funnel. And then you go to your website, and then you're selling the entire video for a cost. Is that a sales funnel? Is that a sales funnel?
It is.
Okay.
Yep. A sales funnel is simply a way that someone buys from you. That's all it is. So a sales funnel can be a two-step process. I can do a sales funnel right now. I can post something on Instagram, say click the link in my bio, boom. And that's a short sales funnel. So a sales funnel is just simply a way that the trail that they go to, the avenue that they go to buy something from you. But on the back end, in order to make that happen, number one, you have to have that video. You have to create the video. And you have to have, on the back end, for all of us, we need to have a newsletter system that we are utilizing to market to our clients and potential clients. There are text messaging systems that are now in place that you can use, and I love that. I haven't utilized it fully yet, but I'm on other people's text messages, and they freaking work, because I just spent a couple $100 the other day on some jewelry from a text message that I got. I'm on live, and I was like, yes. And so it's just, it's instant. We all basically have our phones close to us, and so when we're hearing these text messages, another marketing piece is teaching classes and doing YouTube videos, 100%. YouTube, I can't even say enough about this platform. I really think that if you guys are not on YouTube, you are missing it. It's a search engine. People go there to search for particular things, and when your thing is up there and they searching for it, this is how I've gotten clients. Being on YouTube. So
because I was going to ask you, why do you prefer YouTube over IG, but you just answered that question because it's a search engine.
100%. Oh, 100%. It's Google. Our YouTube is owned by Google, and Google is the number one search engine in the world. So when you search for something, and when somebody goes to Google to search for something, Google owns YouTube. So if your video is there, guess what Google is going to do? Put your video over there.
Got it.
Yep. I've made a lot of I've retired my husband because of YouTube. I can legit say that I retired my husband because of my platform on YouTube. If it was not for YouTube, my husband would still be working. I'm very, very clear. Just in this very moment, I'm like, if it was not for YouTube, that's how powerful that platform is. Very, very powerful. Anybody else? Anybody else have any questions around your niche?
I'll go, Angel. This is Shaniqua.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go. And so the question is, what is your niche, and what do you help your clients do? So we've had this conversation before, but basically the reason I started coaching is to help women basically get back to caring for themselves regardless of their titles and responsibilities as women, because I struggled after having my son. So I guess what I am wanting feedback on as it relates to this is finding the people who are my ideal client. So I have an idea of my ideal client, but finding those people and making sure that I connect with them has been a struggle point for me, and I think you and I have talked about that before. Also getting feedback from the people who are on my platform, as far as what they want to see, what's working, what's not working, things like that. Sometimes it's difficult to get feedback from them. I don't know if that's a me problem or a them problem. And then some
people just don't. They just don't like to talk. Some people, it just is that way, because sometimes they don't know. You know what I mean? You're the leader. You're the coach. So they're like, is there anything missing? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah.
So sometimes they just don't know.
Okay. And then, okay. So I try to do like polls and stuff like in my stories, but sometimes like people will just watch them and not respond.
Yep.
So, and then marketing, like I guess this would be like the top of my funnel. So like I have an ebook. I do teach free classes. All this week I've done a series live on Facebook where I went live every day.
Wow.
And I I think that the reason why I'm not getting the traction that I would like is because I'm not able to market the way I need to. Because I'm trying to do everything by myself.
Okay.
So I'm wondering what type of feedback or ideas you may have about that, and how I can stand out more as a leader in my niche.
So when you say it's not producing what you want it to be, what do you want it to be right now? What does that look like versus what it is right now?
My marketing?
Well, no, I'm sorry. The people. The marketing. I'm sorry. Yes, your marketing. You said it's not really where you want it to be. You're not getting the results that you want. So, what are the results that you want?
So, the results that I would like is for people to actually desire to want to download the ebook. So that's one of my funnels is I have a free ebook. You put in your email, you get the ebook. So I've talked about the ebook. I've posted about the ebook. I've posted videos of the ebook, and maybe like 45 people have like downloaded the ebook, and that's good. But I would like for that number to. I would just like for that number to explode more, and I think it's I think you talked about this before, like wanting to have so many people. You know what I'm saying? Have a certain number, thousands of people. I think that kind of relates to it as well. And then as far as the marketing for classes, I would just like to have people to actually sign up and come onto the class. Like I've had classes where like 10 people sign up, 2 people show up on the call. And I still teach the class, like the class is full, but just wanting to have that reciprocation and know that it's creating value, because I never want to spend my time doing something and creating something that isn't valuable for the people that I serve. So I just would like for it to be more rewarding, I guess. Numbers wise, I don't feel like the numbers are converting the way that I would like for them to, and I think that that's more so what it is.
Okay. What is your tell me who you target. Who is your audience?
Women, millennial women who have any sort of title. I'm thinking about niching down more to just mom, because that was my struggle point and why I started coaching. Because after I had my son, I really let myself go, and I feel like that's a common practice for women. Like after they have kids or get married, we often become so driven into those roles that we forget about ourselves. We forget about our dreams. Even I think the lady said earlier, at her age, when she had a child, she wasn't focused on her dreams, and now she has the opportunity to do that. And so even my own mom, she gave up a lot of her dreams and aspirations because she had kids. And I really think it's important for women, especially Black moms, and I think I need to specify that more, to focus also on ourselves, because we cannot continue to pour from empty cups. All that.
So, but tell me, when you say you help, but what do you help them do? You get back to themselves? Like, what is it that you actually, what is the transformation?
Yes. So I actually, because that is rooted in limiting beliefs, limiting stories that we've learned from the past, or past experiences. Self-doubt plays a part in that, and fear plays a part in that. And so I help them overcome those limiting beliefs, like, oh, I can't start a business because I'm a mom, right? I've heard so many people say that. I can't go back to school because I'm a mom. Overcoming those limiting beliefs and self-doubt. I don't think I can handle all of these things on my plate, so that they can get back to a place of loving themselves, caring for themselves, and nurturing the woman inside of them, so that they can pursue and become who they are supposed to be, because we're all called to be more than just moms and more than just wives. So that's what I help.
What's the title of the ebook?
The title of the ebook is 5 Brilliant Ways to Build Your Confidence Every Day.
Okay, so you help them build their so you help moms become confident in who they are.
Basically.
Okay. So tell me again, 5
brilliant ways to build your confidence every day. It's kind of long.
That's good. Okay, that's good. How long have you been marketing that to get those 45 people?
Been since February, I want to say, because it was
February,
after
March,
my
April.
birthday.
Okay.
February.
So about 2 months? Okay. Girl, that's good. That's not, that's not bad, right? I mean, even nothing is bad, right? If we get one person that is that's interested in what it is that we have to say, we know we're on the right path, because the numbers will eventually come. But as far as like when you say you'll get 10 people to sign up and then 2 people show up, don't ever want everybody to write this down. Do not ever get interest confused with buyers. You will always have people that are interested. Oh, yes, girl, do the challenge. Yes, I'm going to show up. Absolutely. Yes, girl. Oh, what time? Yes, I'm going to be there. But when it's actually time, that's when that number starts to dwindle, right? And so have you actually sold anything yet, Shaniqua? Have you actually done a coaching session, a paid coaching session?
So I have not actually done like a paid coaching session. I worked with 3 beta clients, and this was off of like a course that I invested in to like start growing my business as a coach. It was one of the things they recommended. So I worked with 3 beta clients pro bono, but I have sold other things. Like I did a 3-day boot camp at the start of the year, and I sold that for $27. I think 4 or 5 people bought that. And
wait, stop right
now,
there. How did that feel when they made those purchases? How did that feel to you?
I felt great. I was excited. I was excited to share with them the information and the knowledge, and for them to go forth and accomplish their goals. It felt great.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's powerful. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's good.
Oh, no, you're fine. And then right now on my website, one of the classes, and I learned this from you, one of the classes that I taught that had like I think 1 or 2 people on, I actually recorded that class, and I created a workbook to go with it, and it's on sale on my website for $47.
I love it.
Or, but I haven't sold any.
That's okay. And what is this? What was that called? What was that class called?
The class was Rediscovering Your Childhood Confidence.
Rediscovering Your Childhood Confidence. Perhaps it's the title.
Probably.
Perhaps it's the title. Well, here's the thing. It could be several things. This is something that we have to understand, and I want everybody to listen to this. As a coach, as an online business, it's unlike any other. When you go to Target, right? When we go to Target, even if we go to Target to get one thing, we still get a cart. We still get a cart. If we go to Target to get a toothbrush, we still going to get a cart. That cart we don't need a cart for the toothbrush. But we know, and I've seen this meme go like, I go to Target and Target tells me what I want, right, or tells me what I need. And so unlike when we're walking around in Target, just looking around, browsing the shelves, it's very different than online. Online, there has to be a whole campaign. We have to get people's attention. We have to get people's attention. People are not just waking up and going to our Instagram, clicking the link in our bio, and just scrolling on our website. I mean, we do that sometimes because we know that person, and we like, I want to see what other class that she has. Now, if you already have a relationship with that person, you will get those people that are browsing your website. But for the most part, every product that you guys see me sell, I have to campaign it. I have to market it. It's something like I have several classes on my website, several classes over there, but I can only take one and market it that one at a time, right? And so what I would like to say to you, Shaniqua, since you have already had sales, you're already teaching classes, I would put together, and this is something you don't even have to put together. This is something that you can already teach yourself. And so I would do something like go on a whole campaign and tell people I'm opening up next week, next whatever that you have that time for, I'm opening up for 5 new clients. So you got to tell people. People don't just come and click and say, hey, can I work with you? Now, they do eventually. I get it all the time. However, there has to be some kind of campaign. So if you were to say in whatever date next week I'm opening up for 5 people. I'm only taking 5 people to come into this course, whatever it is. Do that, Shaniqua. You're at a place and a space that you can open up now, but it has to be a campaign. When you say nobody has bought it, I can point to some classes or not classes on my website. I can point to some things that nobody has bought from me either because I haven't marketed it. So be mindful of that. We are unlike Target. Target, we go in and we stroll in the aisles. That's not the same thing with online businesses. This is why you see so many videos and people like was it Charlene was talking about, those videos, and then you go down this whole long this whole sales funnel. People are doing that because they're campaigning. They're bringing attention to that particular product that they're selling. So you go on a campaign, Shaniqua, only focus on that one class. Only focus on that one class. V, are you still here? Is V still here with us? Who else was in that class? It was Keisha. Keisha, are you still here? Are you still on with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. So most of you guys were not in my 6-day class challenge that I did last year. And Shaniqua, I know that you have that class now. But when I did that class, every class that I do, like I'm campaigning. I'm only talking about that one thing. And I'm garnering that attention and that excitement, right, around that one thing. And then I go and I open up. And that is one of the ways when you guys can have a really big sales day. It is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing to have, a day when you open up, and that's when your PayPal is and your Stripe is just going off because you've been campaigning all week or say for 2 weeks. And then people are saying, oh, I can't wait to get into this class. I can't wait to get in this class. But they can't get in now. You tell them, no, it's not open now, right? And then on that opening date, buckle up because they're going to be ready because you're going to be campaigning to them the entire time and teasing them and giving them, a sneak peek of what's to come. But I think, Shaniqua, you are at a place where you can definitely, because you have made sales, I would definitely open up and do like a group coaching program on content that you already had. Perhaps take that $47 class off and take it off of your website and do it live again. Because you said that was a class that you taught live and then you did a workbook with it. But now incorporate the workbook and take the people through it live.
Okay. Can you give an example of what a campaign would look like?
Absolutely.
On the different various platforms.
Oh, you're saying what a campaign would look like on the different platforms?
Yes, social media platforms.
So if I were to do like I'm getting ready to go into talking strictly about my certification program. When you say what does the campaign look like on different platforms, so on Instagram it's going to look like posts and stories and lives. On YouTube it's going to be I'm going to do some live videos and it's going to be pre-recorded videos. In my newsletters I'm going to be talking about it. I'm getting ready to do I'll do a poll in my Instagram and asking people, are you certified or not, right? And so getting those numbers from people. So the campaign is going to look like the platform, if I'm understanding correctly. So if it's a video platform, it's going to be in video format. Is that what you're saying? I hope I'm answering it correctly.
I think that was very helpful on how you were saying how you would do it. Like on IG, you're going to post video stories and ask questions. YouTube, it would be, that was very helpful. I just have to get into coach lingo.
Oh, yes. And see, I try to stay away from that. I don't like talking that stuff because I know it can sometimes be a little bit confusing. So, like more specifically, like with Shaniqua, if that was my campaign, if I was getting ready to go and do like a campaign and helping women become confident, I would not talk about anything else. No other class, no other product, no other program. It's just that class that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to post about it. I'm going to go live about it. I'm going to flip through the workbook on my page, and she does the freaking cutest TikTok videos. Shaniqua, your TikToks are so freaking cute. I watched this one so many times because it was the way that I think it was the way that you either came in the video or came out the video. Me and my husband were laughing so hard. Like, she's so freaking cute. But it, I would just, that's all it would be. My TikTok would be talking about confidence, and I would be, this is one thing in sales that some people are not okay with. But if you in business, you gotta get to this place. When you are marketing your products, your service, and your business, you almost want to make people feel like, and many of you guys have heard me say this, you almost want to make people feel like their life is going to be crap if they don't get into your class. Because realistically, if you believe in your product and your service, then that could be a fact. Right? If you know that these women are not confident, they're lacking their confidence, they're taking jobs that they really don't like because they really don't believe in themselves, or, they're constantly just giving to their husband, their kids, and their friends, and they never take that time for themselves, their life is going to be crappy until they get into your class. So your marketing has to almost come off like that, like, don't miss it. Don't miss it, So, and also, again, according to your personality. I know my personality is a little loud and in your face, and not everybody's is like that. However, that principle can still be applied when you're marketing in your own way. So yeah, Shaniqua, I would open up for 5 or 10 people. Let them know that you're going to be taking them on a confidence journey. But I would definitely start campaigning in that direction to start getting butts in seats, because you're doing the work. You're consistent on your social media, posting your stories, and you're teaching your classes. You've been nurturing your audience. So now test the waters and see if they're ready to pay to actually work with you one-on-one and not your the pro bono people.
Okay, thank you. That makes sense. You said the title, do you think that it's too long, or you think it's just not appropriate for the niche?
Tell me the title again, because that childhood, something about that childhood.
Rediscovering your childhood confidence. And so I just talk about how when we were younger, we were unafraid to say things and do things, and how along the way what impacted or changed that, and how we can kind of get back to having that level of confidence.
See, on the outside looking in, to me, that would be more so of one of the points that you share rather than the title.
Okay.
Right? Like talking about now Shaniqua, you got to hear me with bended ear, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, I'm just telling you my opinion. Okay? I'm just telling you my opinion. I'm not telling you law. Okay? So you still want to make sure that if this title is you're married to it, you want to make sure that you go with it, because that means that it's something in it. And Angel don't know what the heck she's talking about, right? So I just want to be clear with that. But on the outside, that sounds like your childhood. Once they're in the class, you want to bring that back to their remembrance. But on the outset, like how to be a confident woman stands out to me more so than rediscovering your childhood confidence.
Okay.
Like straight up, how to be a confident woman.
I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, titles people do judge a book by the cover. Okay, we do. I know we say we don't, but we do. So you definitely want to make that, try and make it sexy. You sexy, so you got to make the title, a little sexy. Be a confident woman.
Okay, thank you.
You understand? Anybody else want to share or have any questions around your niche? We all niched? We're all niched? I love it. I love it. All right. See, I didn't think we would get through these worksheets today, but it looks like we are. Do you often get ideas and how to start? Yeah, let's talk about that. Do you guys take those inspirational actions, like inspiration, like you're just inspired to do a particular thing, and then you just go do it without thought, without researching it, without asking, 5 different people? How often are you guys really led by the Spirit is basically what I'm trying to say. Anybody can share.
Hi, Angela.
Okay.
This is Sabrina.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, I'll share. I got a testimony time. Yes, Sabrina, tell us.
So sometimes I take inspired action.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't because I think myself out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to become more like self-aware. When I do that, and to kind of just push through it and still do the inspired action without having to overthink it or research or push it off. My main thing is procrastination, because when those inspired actions come, I might write it down. I write everything down. So I have lots of notes and notebooks of all of the ideas, but I haven't actually acted on everything.
Right. And so when you get those inspired ideas, and then when you do it and push through, isn't it such a divine time?
Yes.
Like, aren't you? Yeah.
Yes.
And it's really about trusting ourselves enough to know that we're hearing from God, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to incorporate us being still every single day, getting that meditation practice so we can become more confident in our spirituality. That's powerful. That's awesome. And it takes time. And you know that. You know relationships. This is a relationship that you have with yourself. And so it takes time. And so I'm glad that you're on that journey. That's very powerful.
Yes, thank you.
Very powerful. Absolutely. I want to share, I believe it was like 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you guys remember, I did the mindset course, mindset for life coaches. I initially was going to sell that course. It was going to be a course that I was going to take some coaches through and sell it. And I was inspired in the shower. Don't sell it. Teach it for free. And I didn't question it. I am so, It's when you've been rocking with somebody for a while, you kind of get to know that person, right? And so I've been rocking with God for a long time. We got this thing going on, okay? When I know that I see a profit margin, right? I can see a dollar amount, and I had it all written out. I was projecting how many of them I was going to sell, and then I felt in my spirit, do it for free. Scrap all those numbers. I got better numbers for you. When I did that, the numbers that I had written down that I was going to charge for that mindset course, the class that I actually sold at the end totally outweighed the numbers that I had written down. And so this is one of the reasons why I encourage prayer and meditation. And I tell people all the time, I've worked with some of the most notable coaches that we are so blessed to be under, to study under them today. But nobody has ever given me strategy like the Holy Spirit. Nobody. So I really want to encourage you guys to trust yourself. Trust yourself. Angel don't know all the things in coaching, right? So I don't know everything. And so sometimes we just have to step out and find out, and that's when that faith and that trust within ourselves is going to come into play. And also really honing in on that voice of God that's within you, because it's going to be different. He's going to speak differently to me than he speaks to you. He's going to bring me peace differently the way that he brings you peace about a particular thing. So really building that relationship with God and the Holy Spirit will really help you. I promise you, y'all, it's going to help you in your business. I really believe that's my secret weapon. I believe that is my secret weapon, the way that I tap into God and I trust him and I just take action on the things that I feel that he's calling me to do. I really attribute that is my secret weapon to the success in my coaching business. So I really encourage you guys to trust yourself more. Really trust yourself more, and taking action on those inspired actions and doing exactly what Sabrina said, pressing through. When we do have those moments where it's like when we are feeling the need to second guess it or overthink it, nope, just snap out of it and say nope, and actually starting to saying things out loud, instead of it all being in our head, if we think about something and we're sitting at our desk and we're writing it down, and then it's like, oh, here comes the doubt, here comes the doubt. Actually, you can clap your hands. You have to interrupt that pattern. That is a thought process that has to be interrupted. You can say out loud, I am so crystal clear. I just said that yesterday. Literally, you guys, yesterday, I had to say out loud to myself, I am so crystal clear on exactly what I'm supposed to do. And soon as I declared that, the clarity came. It comes through our spoken word. So sometimes you got to speak out loud to yourself and not just have those conversations to yourself. So it really is about being obedient, right? List 3 things that you are clear on, that you know that you are meant to do, and then out of those 3 things, which one do you love the most, and then explaining why, and then writing down what holds you back the most from taking actions listed above. And you may not have anything that's holding you back, but if you do, write those things down. I have learned that when we keep it to ourselves and not write it down, that's when the enemy can have a field day with us. He can have a whole field day with us. But just like Shaniqua said in the beginning, she was like, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I haven't been writing my goals down because I haven't accomplished the previous one. So why continue to write those down? The devil was mad that she said that. You understand? He don't like for us to be all the way honest. So that is the way, one of the ways in which you can really become all of who God has called you to be, is being really clear and honest with yourself. And just repeat out loud, I am 100% clear that I am the only one standing in my own way. I believe that I could have retired my husband 2 years ago from his job, but I was standing in my own way. I could have done this 2 years ago. I was 100% the only one standing in my own way. And I pray that you ladies don't take as long as I do, okay? Because that's the power of coaching. We can get this done a whole lot quicker than if we were to do it on our own. Does anybody have any questions around that sheet about being obedient? And really listening to your spirit. All right. Well, I do want to repeat. I am 100% clear that I am the only one standing in my own way. I want you guys to repeat that every single time you feel like the numbers aren't showing up. If the numbers aren't there, go harder. You know what I'm saying? Like if the numbers aren't, that's what I do. If the numbers aren't there, I'm like, oh, that just means I got to go harder. Oh, that just means I got to turn it up. That doesn't mean I fall back and feel bad and feel sad and feel sorry for myself. That just means I need to lean in more. If I'm not liking these numbers, I need to go harder. If I'm doing one class a week, I need to do two. If I'm not satisfied with it, guess what? It's up to me. I am the only one standing in my own way. We are not going to go over the organizing one. I actually just wanted to put that in writing for you guys. Make sure that you guys actually log into the actual membership page. The membership is not just here on Facebook. There is a whole nother a whole nother page that you guys can log into and listen to the class on cleaning. If you guys want to hear that, I do have some tips written down. But let's get on to the last point, M, for manage. Listen, ladies, what are 3 habits that you do daily that brings you closer to your goals? I'm telling you guys, this may sound redundant or seem redundant, but you will be moving forward as you guys write these things down and get clarity about it. And what are 3 habits that you do daily that takes you away from your goals? That is really, really important, because the things that we do are habitual. If you do it long enough, it is now a habit. And I had to 100% pull myself on the carpet, because there was some habits that I had that I was still doing every single day that was taking me away from my goals. And then I was getting upset that I wasn't reaching them. But it was me, oh Lord, it's me. I was the only one that was standing in my own way. And I really want you guys to write this down. Like I said, on the chalkboard, if I am faithful over a few things, God will make me ruler over many things. That is so real, and I know all of us can attest to that we have been able to manage some things really, really well, and then God elevated us because he saw that he could trust us. And so this is all a part of blooming and prospering right where you're planted. Do not get despised of the days of small beginnings. Do not be despised of the days of small beginnings, right? And so being grateful for where you are, being grateful for the 45 people that we got on our email list, being grateful for the 10 people that said they were going to come and the 2 people that actually came, being grateful for all of it. Because God is looking at us. He's seeing how we are. Oh, man, only 2 people showed up. Really? Really, Angel? You going to get mad because only 2 people showed up? I like to look at it like this. And you guys have probably heard me say this before, that one person is connected to about 250 people. We have an influence. Everybody in the world has an influence over approximately 250 people. When you think about your family, your friends, your colleagues, your schoolmates, and all of that, we have influence over about 250 people. So when you're talking to 2 to 3 people on live, you're really talking to 500, 1,500, 2,000 people, because when they're done getting the information from you, it changes them, and then they go and affect the people that they're connected to. So when you got 5 people on your call, it's really not just 5 people. It really is not just 5 people. And I learned to think that way, because I too used to think, oh man, I did all this work for preparation and only 3 people called into the call. But here's the thing, I'm glad I said that, because that was something that you mentioned, Shaniqua, that you don't want to, do all this preparation and then it all be for naught. I'm going to tell you something. I have done a lot of preparation and went to go launch something and nobody wanted it, nobody bought it. So that's going to happen a lot. Well, I want to say a lot. That is going to happen, but then you just figure it out. You just go back and repurpose it and say, okay, well, how can I redo this? And just like I'm saying with your class, going back and now they want it on their own. Now I'm going to up the price and now you're going to work with me in it because that's not how y'all wanted it. Now I'm going to go back to the drawing board. And so we will have those times when we will think that, they want it and they don't. And that's okay because you can use that content later on. Nothing is for naught. It's all going to work out for our good. All of it is going to work out for our good. Any questions, ladies? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions, comments, concerns? No questions. No questions. All right. So here's the thing. This week, inside of the group, what I want us to, I know, like I said, all of us are at different stages, but basically, most of us are all beginners here. So I want you guys to, I need everybody on YouTube. I need to make that like a prerequisite. If you ain't on YouTube, I'm not working with you. I'm joking. But I really want you guys to get on this YouTube platform. Not only is YouTube an amazing platform as far as it being a search engine, they also pay you. Okay, they also pay you every 21st the 22nd of every month. I get an email from Google saying your check will be deposited in your account within the next 2 to 3 business days, and I'm like, thank you, because I done did that video last year. I did that video 5 years ago, and I'm still making money from it. Okay, so yes, everybody. What should be on the YouTube platform 100%. So I'm going to help you guys navigate that this week in our marketing. Any questions, comments, or concerns before we end today?
Thank you for the class, Angel.
Absolutely.
Nice meeting everyone.
Keisha, absolutely.
Thank you so much for this class. So you said that you were going to help. You said that you were going to talk to us about getting on YouTube in marketing.
Yes.
Is there something different, or is that this group for the month?
I'm sorry. Repeat that question again.
So you said in marketing, is that a different class, or will that be included in this time together for this month?
Oh, no, everything, it's all included in this month. No, so when I say that I'm going to help you guys, for those of you guys who want to get on the YouTube platform, I hope all of you guys do. But, yes, that's what I'm going to be sharing the information with you guys this week on marketing yourself on the YouTube platform.
Okay. And then
yes.
you also mentioned that there was more information in another area.
Yeah, did you log into... Let me see. You should have been sent an email. Hang on. Where are we? I can see who has opened the email. Miss Charlene. Miss Charlene, check your email. You ain't opened your link yet. You have not. Let me see. Charlene, are you still here?
I'm here. Who is it from? Because I did do a search for Angel Richardson, and I didn't.
It is from me. Yep, from Angel Richardson. Let me resend it.
I have the order from the purchase that I have.
It should be right after that.
if you have Gmail, sometimes it goes in the promotions folder.
Oh,
or
thank you.
or or your spam sometimes. And I just have to go and just redirect it to go into my regular email.
Oh, you did say that before, Keisha. Thank you.
No problem.
If Miss Angel, can you resend, please?
I'm doing it right now. Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And let's stay on, and so you can let me know that you received it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, I want you to check out all of the other classes. Here we go. Oh wow, I got to delete you first because it's telling me there's already a member with this email. Okay. Let me delete you.
Beginner membership. Oh, that's the order receipt.
That's it. Oh. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, that was the receipt. You're right. Okay. Okay, it just deleted you. Now I can add you.
Yeah.
All righty. Does anybody else have any questions or comments before as I'm doing this? All right, Miss Charlene, it is sent. Let me know. I want to stay on with you until so you can let me know that you were able to receive it. But does anybody else have any questions, comments before we end today?
I have a question.
No, I'll just go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was that Sabrina?
Yes. Okay, I have a question. I feel like in my business, I'm still building the know, like, and trust factor and building my audience and everything. So, when would you say is a good time to start actually selling? Because right now I feel like I need to be in the giving stage, and I have a free ebook giveaway. So, my question is how long would you say that I need to be in that phase before I transition into actually selling my services, coaching services?
So that's a good question, and it's a little difficult to answer, and here's why. You could do it now. There is no rule, right? You could say, hey, I'm opening up, I'm taking 10 clients next week. You could do that right now and see if it works for you. See who's been watching, who's been listening. A lot of times the people that, I say this all the time, a lot of times the people that are going to buy from you, they're not talking to you on social media.
Right.
So
and that's me, and I'm that person, so I get
that. Yep.
This is actually my first time that I've even talked to you on a conference call, but I've been on so many of your conference calls, of your classes, but I'm not the person to say a whole lot. But
I know your PayPal. I know your email. Listen, I've seen you before, okay? Yeah. And so that's a factor, right? You have to think about that aspect, that there are people that are watching that don't talk but want to work with you. So you think about that. And then, like I said, for me, it took me almost 3 years before I made a sale, but it was also before I was even making any offers, right? So I wasn't making any offers either. There really isn't a benchmark to say, okay, 3 months in, you should, start teaching classes, and about the third month in, that's when you should start trying to sell something. That could happen, like I said, that could happen today. But
if I should measure, I'm sorry, I was thinking.
No, you go.
like the engagements. I don't get a whole lot of engagement yet, and I'm also now like just being really really consistent as far as doing the live video challenge that I'm doing. I feel like me resisting live videos so much kind of had me stagnant for a while. So now that I made that step and I started doing live videos, I feel like I want to be more consistent with everything. So I wanted to like be consistent for a period of time first, and start trying to sell. Right now I want it to just be in like a given stage, just building an audience, building that know, like, and trust factor.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, like I said, there is no real time frame, but I do like that you understand that there is a phase of building first. Because a lot of people don't. Yeah, they don't get that part, and I'm like, they've done created all these courses and products and programs. I'm like, but who are you going to sell it to now?
Right.
You haven't been defeating anybody, right? And so so you and I love that you said too that by you being consistent with going live, it's like one thing begets another. Now you want to be consistent in other areas of your life. See, I love that. Yep, that's exactly how it works. Yep, that's very powerful. So as you continue, Sabrina, just keep your ears open. Somebody may send you a DM and say, hey, I want to work with you, because you're really just getting started on the video part, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I've been posting, but it hasn't been like 3 posts a day, or it hasn't been that consistent. So I want to do more consistently, and just work my way up to that part.
Yes. I love it. Perfect. All right. Miss Charlene, I see that you still have not opened the email. Did you receive it?
No. I'm just wondering if the spelling is correct, because I haven't received it.
Okay. Is it, can I say your email right now?
Sure.
IvyShine27 at AOL?
Oh, I don't know how you got that one. Because that's not the one that I did on Samcart.
I don't know how I got it either. That's the one I got. What is the correct one? That's the problem.
Right. So I haven't used that email in a long time, so I apologize. It's Charlene Allen Milton at gmail.com.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, you got to spell all this out. SHA.
Sure. SHARLENEALLENMILTON.
Oh, wait 1 second. I just messed up. Okay, Charlene, I got it. Charlene, ALLAN.
EN.
Oh, EN. Okay.
Milton, MILTON.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, let's see this.
Charlene Allen Milton at gmail.com.
Okay. If I could type as fast as Keisha, this email would have been sent over to you. Keisha kills a keyboard. Woo, she types so fast.
Here we go. It just came in. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. You hear me over here, one finger tapping, Keisha. I'm like, tap, tap. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get there. All right. Okay, so you were able to receive it, Charlene?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, so take advantage of those classes back there. This is another thing that I wanted to say to you guys. This group is our group. If y'all want to go live, y'all can go live. If y'all want to post a link, you can post the link. If you want to post a question, you can. This group belongs to us, okay? So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, as you guys are working this week, when I start sharing marketing on YouTube, as you guys are going through this, do not be afraid to post a question. Talk to me. Use me, okay? You guys have my brain. But I really want you guys to really take advantage of this time, because I believe that a lot can be done in a short amount of time when you have a group of people, of like-minded people that are with you and encouraging you and, you know, giving you our wisdom and our expertise and our tips and tricks and things like that. So really utilize this time that we have together this month. And I believe, let me make sure, I believe that is it. I will go around one more again. Any questions, comments, or concerns before we end today? And this isn't showing me. Okay, here it is. Okay, I see it, Charlene. Perfect. All right. So for those of you guys, this was recorded. You guys will get this recording if you guys want to go back and listen to the recording. And I know that there's some people that said that they weren't going to be here live today, but they will get the recording. So you guys, go be amazing on this beautiful Saturday. Keisha, did you have something to say? Were you saying something earlier?
You know, no, I was just saying I have my YouTube, so I will do a video to upload it, and I'll wait until you do the tutorial.
Oh, okay.
Training inside the group, yeah.
Got it. Perfect. Yep. Okay, awesome. So it was about YouTube. Perfect. Okay. All right, coaches, go out here and be amazing, because people will pay us for who we are. We just got to get out here and be packaged and positioned correctly in the marketplace. And we have to do offers. Remember, we have to ask for the sale if you are in a position to do that in your business already. All right, ladies, I will see you guys Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go be amazing this weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good day, Angel.
To receive more information about additional products by Angel Richardson or engage her for seminars or women's conferences, please visit www.angelrichardson.com.